Hey guys, we're now back from Paris and we've drawn our conclusions on the trends we identified and came up now with some trading recommendations. So let me start with Abengoa. In Paris, raised the question whether Atlantic Yield will be able to survive themselves as a standalone renewables energy company. We think this is indeed possible. However, in order to fund new projects that previously have been funded by the parent company, they will have to take on a lot of debt. We think in order to get exposure to this bigger debt burden, we recommend to short the bond at 88 cents on the dollar, or alternatively buy the credit default swap. The risk here is that the yield curve might be taken over by another player in the market, and that the bonds will be redeemed at par. However, we think this risk is actually pretty low because there are many more attractive assets in the market that provide better tax benefits.
All right, thank you very much, Lewis. So Carl and I studied energy companies and in the renewable sector, and especially in the solar companies, and how uncorrelated they were actually from the entire oil market and the energy market. So a straightforward way to get some exposure would be to look at the ETF and long the ETF. But we find a bit more interesting to look at the credit default swap because the yields on the bonds went up with the credit default swap, and that actually has no fundamental reason in our opinion. So we would recommend going short on the credit default swap and sell that protection, which we find too expensive in our opinion.
Thank you, Sam. In Paris, George and I looked at the emerging hydroponics market, which we believe has a good outlook in the future. One opportunity in particular in the hydroponics market at the moment is that Urban Hydroponics, a US-based company, has signed a binding letter of intent to merge with 3 Canada-based companies, W3 Metals, Urban Cultivators, and BC Northern Lights. However, we believe that this mergers will face difficulties, especially because of the financial problems of its component companies, and in particular the cash flow problems that Urban Hydroponics has. Also, perhaps even more importantly, we think that some difficulties will arise from new entrants to the market that bring a significant competitive edge and some really exciting patents, such as the ones from Sky Green Farms and also the US-based Root home growing initiative. Because of this, we think that the new merger will struggle to gain market share and to exist in the evolving hydroponics market. And so our trade recommendation would be to short the stock that will arise from this merger.
Thanks, Giovanni. Hi guys, my name is Pietro, and in Paris I did a video with my colleague Elisa about negative power prices. And it got us thinking about how we can solve this problem. And it seems as though the problem in itself is that there's no storage, there's very little storage for wholesale electricity in Europe. And one of the best solutions to fix this problem is innovation in solid state batteries. And one company which is really pioneering this is a company called Elica. It's traded on the London Stock Exchange. It's a small cap. It has a market capitalization of around £40 million. So it's quite small. It's quite a ballsy trade to go long this stock. But it has 3 patents. It has a patent in the UK, it has a patent in Europe, and most importantly, it has a patent in China, where hopefully in the future the products will actually be made in China really, really cheaply. So thanks for watching our video, and if you want to see our articles and read our articles, go on our website.